Hey everyone, it's Mark. Welcome to another episode of Mark Goes Hiking. Today we're going to talk about going a little more ultra compact with your meals. If you're like me, you like a dehydrated meal for dinner when you're out on a weekend trip or even a week-long trip. However, these bags for the dehydrated meals are a little bulky. Now, they're nice because they're self-contained and you can take your hot water and put it right in the bag and let your food cook in the bag. However, trying to pack up these particular packages is a little cumbersome and still a little bulky. There's a lot of wasted space and corners that you have when you do that with these bags, and they take up a lot of space in your particular food bag. So for me, when I go on either a 3-day trip or even a 5-day trip, I like to try to pack all of my food in this 5-liter dry bag. And you have to be pretty concerned about going ultra compact, as I like to say, to fit 4 or 5 days of food in here, but I can do it. So let me give you 2 tips on how to shrink your dehydrated meals so you can fit multiple days into one 5-liter bag. The first trick, if you want to keep all of your bags to actually eat out of, is simply tear the bag open. Now you're already getting rid of some waste right there. And then, now your bag's open. And what you can do with that is you can kind of seal it up yourself, squish it a little bit, and then close it back up with a little Ziploc slide that's in there. And then you can remove some more of that. And now you've gotten a little more compact already. So this is already better than before. And you can pack that down a lot more. So that's one solution. Another solution is to actually remove the contents out of this pouch and simply put them in a Ziploc bag. Ooh, one thing, when you do this as well, when you open it up, option 1 or this option, option 2, you can get rid of these little do not eat pouches. And you don't have to take those with you on the trail. So let's see if we can do this without spilling. Empty bag into a Ziploc bag and do the same thing. Now, look how compact that is. I can probably even get this a little more compact. Let me ditch this bag a second. If you fold that over nice and tight, if I was at my kitchen table, I could probably do this a little bit easier. But you get the idea. Now, look how compact that meal just became in a Ziploc bag. This is also very easy to dispose of when you're done using it. Goes in your trash bag very simply. Doesn't take up as much room as the dehydrated meal pouches. Now, you might be thinking, I like to eat my meals from the dehydrated pouch because it saves me from doing dishes when on the trail. And that's great. That's a great observation. That's a great question. 2 solutions to that. First solution, take one bag with you, just one, and use this continuously for your trip. The other solution is to just use your cook pot. Boil some water, put it in the cook pot, add these contents to the cook pot and just eat out of there, and then you just have to do dishes at the end of the night. That way you're not taking the extra pouches, you're saving not a whole lot of weight, but you're saving space and hassle of more garbage to deal with when you're done with each meal. One last thing I like about this particular method of putting your food in Ziploc bags and eating out of your cook pot is you don't need the big spoon, you can go with the shorter spoon. Again, less space, it's really not a weight issue at all, let's be honest. Those titanium Sea to Summit spoons, this Ozark Trail cheap plastic spoon, they don't weigh anything, but you can save a little more space by taking a smaller spoon with you. I hope those tips are helpful for you. For those who like dehydrated meals, this is a way to pack your bag just a little bit tighter and to go a little bit more ultra compact. If you found these tips helpful, if you found this video enjoyable, please consider liking, subscribing, and hitting that bell notification so you get more notifications every time I drop a video on YouTube. Thanks everyone, have a great hike.